So the Olympic silver medalist PUSARLA Sindhu gets this quarter-final underway against the world #1 TAI Tzu Ying, and already in his first rally some glorious skills from the world #1. Brought to an end a 27-match winning streak.
The rumors were that she was bugged by a little cold or flu.
Yeah, but she has such glorious skills, does overdone it.
Yeah.
So
normal game in terms, if normal means not badly put, but when Sindhu is playing well, she's got a really strong smash. So what about this, about the All England loss and so on, able to win a silver medal at the Olympics, has sort of raised the attention level a lot. And you could say that she's, in this season, she's had to play on while capitalizing on that Olympic silver medal. So I think Sindhu's got the weapons to beat TAI Tzu Ying if she's somewhere close to the top level.
oh,
Excellent.
well taken. Hardly any backswing there.
No. And then, of course, I also think that she's got to get used to a new coach in at least a number of the tournaments where, as you mentioned, Joe, it's Mulio Honduero. Tremendous effect on the development of all the Indian players, but particularly PV Sindhu, no doubt about that.
Yeah. Yeah, finds the line. The expression, but because so many of his players have started to do well in international terms, both the male and female players, that he just cannot give enough time to all players, and therefore he's had to bring in extra coaches.
Yeah. And so far it seems like they've made a good choice with the Niche Open last week, and the two winners actually played earlier today with Srikant moving on to the semi-final.
Oh, that's super. Great control to play that.
Wow, it's called in or out, whatever
Yes.
it is.
Very good point. Oh, she's gifted that one.
Service over. 8-6.
How does she bend her back to play that round the head? Great. Neil Modena, of course, former Indonesian player, and 2 Olympic silver medals.
Yeah.
Yeah, well played.
Sindhu, in my opinion.
And that time it goes long. So a 4-pointer. It was the second game where she was nearest to us as we looked down on the court, and that's the game she struggled more in.
Yeah. I think she's playing with that little drift there is.
Yeah. That's wonderful. She must have hit 3 or 4 smashes.
She's more or less attacking on everything that comes to the backcourt from TAI Tzu Ying. Good shot. Excellent. That was a decision. In my opinion, whenever TAI Tzu Ying plays the front court, Sindhu's got to play a drop shot. When TAI Tzu Ying plays the front court from the back court. Yeah. Downwards.
It's going wide.
Yeah. And again, from the back court, just another overhead shot, TAI Tzu Ying. Excellent tactical skills by Sindhu.
Yeah, well reached. Oh! My goodness, she's attacking well.
Probably also in search for a break eventually after a long spring and summer program.
Well, in April, first player ever to win 6 consecutive tournaments that they played in. Yeah, she doesn't seem to have that same sparkle, does she?
Oi! Almost tripped there. We can see that Sindhu is getting closer to her top form.
Game.
21-10. Open
First game won by PUSARLA v Sindhu.
PUSARLA Venkata Sindhu in just 15. So 1 game to the goods. PUSARLA Venkata Sindhu. And a very comfortable opening game, 21-10. Oh, that's lovely from the world number 1, TAI Tzu Ying.
Great.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, looks so casual playing that. Called in. There's a challenge here from... Here we go. What does Hawkeye say? I'm on the line.
Push the first shot to the baseline as she did. There's a try on it. And she's got to find the right length on those shots. But it's not so easy to opponent. Good call.
Service over.
Oh, that was going wide. That's brilliantly played once again.
Here, so so she can still play an almost normal game. That's a good punch clear.
Just giving it a bit more height on the clear.
Yeah, and using more cross clears would also be a good idea.
No, oh, reach. Oh, that's very long. Go back level. 6 tournaments played, you know, 27 match-winning streak from the end of last year. That's found the line. And that year. And after that, despite being clearly the world #1, he seemed to have a crisis in confidence.
Yeah.
And he ended up losing in the Olympic Games in Beijing to James Blake, who had never lost to. Effect on a player.
Yeah, it's like the air coming out of the balloon.
Yes.
Sometimes. And perhaps also, I mean, how would you rate at World Championships and at the Olympics?
Yeah.
And that's what counts. So we shouldn't disregard in any way, and it's been beautiful to watch, and she would be the favorite to win the World Championship against Chen Long, winning the World Championships. I think you're in trouble. I think, to me, he's the favorite. Yeah. Because he hasn't forgotten to play badminton. The Olympics, the last 3 Europeans, and the last 2 World Championships. I mean, you don't come
you to that peak at that particular moment.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good points. Just right.
Let's challenge.
Well,
no,
she hasn't, and it's a run of 4 straight points to take PUSARLA Venkata Sindhu to a 3-point advantage here in the second game.
Beginning of the match, I mean, she won 2 world bronze medals. And she was the one creating a lot of the upsets in the Olympics. And that's a very, very good thing to be hard to beat. But the tides have turned a little bit coming into the World Championships here, because that Olympic silver medalist and still, Marin, your favorite worthiness.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Well-constructed rally from TAI Tzu Ying.
World Championships.
No. Well, you see, that's interesting because, you know, I read the newspaper report where she said...
that was her point.
That was her point. She said there's a World Championship every year, apart from Olympic year.
Yes.
And I'll have plenty more...
years before this season here.
Yeah. Off balance.
So in order to sort of test that way of thinking, we can think back of Li Shuru, who was the big get, and hasn't won any big championships ever since.
No.
So good for her that she took the chance when the Olympics was there in 2012.
Precisely. Oh, that's delightful. So is that defence. Oh, so tough.
She's got to be real to the net, that it's impossible to get it over.
5 straight points. Make it 6 straight points. skill. I thought she was going to lift it. Tai Tzu Ying.
Or something like that. It's so important for Sindhu to stay in balance. If she's off balance, she won't be able to reach Tai's net shot.
Good take off the top of the tape, though, on that occasion.
That's the problem. That's the problem. It's about being alert to what actually is going on. That.
Overdone it. Wow. So
very good placement.
It's gone wide. And on a right. Well, for all match point. What a good rally too. Oh. Well, the error from... Oh, that's gone wide. 20 all and extra points required. And now the error from PUSARLA.
Sindhu, play.
Lets it drop long, indeed it is. One game all. Surviving a match point opportunity to clinch the second. So third and deciding game.
The question is how much these diagonal runs is gonna put pressure on Sindhu physically.
It's gone long as well.
Forehand, long forehand corner, short backhand corner, and long backhand, short forehand. And that's definitely a good idea. Great tactical adjustment.
What does Hawkeye say? Yes, they agree with the line judge and with us. Laura's challenge now from Tai Tzu Ying. It's a stadium here. Clearly out.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Themselves any margin for error. And it's one or two errors. It's gone low. My goodness me, what on earth was she trying to do there?
If there's one thing you can't be here, then it's predictable.
Unbelievable defence. Oh! An even better attack. it got badly deflected by the net cord. That board, you've got no hope really.
Great control.
Yeah. And she was able to deal with it. Service error. Is that the first? Yeah, you're right. There's the lift again. Oh, that's wild.
To the short corner. I'm in between rallies and be ready to work really, really hard when the rallies are on.
Oh, that was a sensational net shot for the top.
Yeah, I like that much better. Towards the body of time, middle of the second game. See.
Good rally. Oh, my word. Ends with a shocker. And able to play so many winners that she's getting a little bit frustrated, I think, against PUSARLA, that what is normally her winners aren't winners. And now the Olympic silver medalist.
I think we're going to see Sindhu trying to direct her smashes a little bit more toward, not necessarily directly at the body, but in the middle of the half court, so to speak. So it's not totally at the lines.
12-9.
Well, her follow-up there was directly at her opponent, which you liked from the smash position.
Yeah.
A little earlier on.
Good shot. Good shot.
That's marvellous, isn't it?
Well played. Excellent. Last two smash. It's 13-10 again, Joe.
Around. Now,
but I think we're going to see TAI Tzu Ying attack a bit more now. Try to keep net and attack whenever it's possible. So it's going to be a battle for the initiative.
oh, lovely net exchange.
And Sindhu is not going to win the direct net exchange. So good shot.
And back level. Oh, what a terrific smash. Nice, good follow-up.
She's playing so well right now, TAI Tzu Ying. On service return, she doesn't have that many deceptions on the service returns.
Oh, backhand smash. It's going
Wide.
wide. And wide.
And she's reacting to everything. Sindhu, this.
It's gone wide as well.
And it's a different way she's winning on this.
Oh, slowly rolling. There's still only 4 points in it, though.
Attack, yes.
Oh, what a net shot. That match point opportunities. Oh, what a save. What a save. Quarter-final. Well, that is a remarkable comeback. Third game. Yeah, a little acknowledgement there from TAI Tzu Ying. That was a tough one. 10-21, 22-20, 21-16 in the deciding game.